Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Nepal. We have finally made it to the target tag. I've realised last time that I forfeited getting an achievement for fighting Prussia as Nepal, because you have to do it you have to start as Gorkha, but you have to be Gorkha and form Nepal. So achievement I'll do another time, probably for and by myself. For now, we fight the Mamluks. Also note that when we became Nepal, we actually forfeited our missions. I didn't have many left that I was particularly fond of, so that fact does not bother me. You could argue it was a waste of the missions to not grab them, but I once again provide the counter-argument of it never bothered me anyway. So next up for ideas, we're currently working through quality ideas, and the plan will be trade divine. So we have a secondary campaign that I have now imposed of taking all the Italian region and converting it all to Nepalese. That's what the next goal is. And the Mamluks think they're smart by running around me. My answer is you can try. Also, Mecca and Yanbu Albar having forts right next to each other? Cool. Oh nice, look at this. The Knights are taking on Cyprus. But why? You've got less troops. What are you going for? I'm not even interested in my battle versus Mamluks here, I'm interested in this. Yeah, Knights, what did you think you were going to achieve? Like, I love the gumption, but like, you're not going to achieve anything here. It's a little worrying. All you're doing is feeding them war score. So now I can build up manufactories for 2,000 ducats. That can be a part of, let's see here, what do I like? Oh, yearly army tradition. Entire same region trade value modifier. Interesting. Construction cost inflation. Oh, construction cost is modified by inflation. That's what it meant. It didn't mean it was going to give me that. It's just because my inflation is there. Gotcha. I was being silly for a second. Got a little bit panicky. I was also going to deal with Hadramut, I've decided. I'm definitely going to have to sort out the swing of the war score based on what the Knights are trying to do. Stop throwing your units into them. It really is not working. Then they'll go to, they'll stay in Kocheli, they'll go to Hunavediga. What are you doing? Stay there. Thank you. Now we fight. Let's start turning back the war goal. Anyway, Imperial Conquest. 30 prestige. All excess is converted into monarch power, which I'm about to get more prestige from this battle. Just a smidge, but a smidge is enough. And I'll get 25 of each power. And years of separatism production for the next 30 years. Very good. So, my next government reform. Let's have a little look here. Is clergy and administration. I think it's mercantile tithe, honestly. It could be zealous administrators. Culture conversion costs -15%. I think I make it mercantile tithe for the most part. So I'll take this, then when I need to, I'll swap to zealous administrators, which will tie well with my religious influence policy, and, well, quite frankly, Divine Ideas has culture conversion costs in its third idea, fourth idea, fifth idea. Fifth idea. Culture conversion costs -10%. Cost of enforcing religion through wars, I don't really care about, honestly. But the other stuff is looking good. Okay, they're running away from me. I cannot imagine why. Fight me, cowards. Also, Hormuz. It depends, guaranteed by Delhi. Oh, Delhi know that I want to try and attack them then, huh? Well, they're taking a lucky guess at it. Let's see here. I have 2 maneuver. I will not be able to catch you. Unless there's a province travel distance. So like I go from into a short distance where they go into a long distance, but for the most part, no. Oh well. Or I could get admin 15 and force march, but this works too. They'll just stun lock themselves into my claws. My morale is quite something right now. Stack pipe. So when it comes to vassals, I'm a little bit lacking at the moment in the area. Kind of tempted to take, say, Tabriz or someone. Just like take them and then just like feed them provinces. But let's see. Kotor. Let's renounce the claim and core. Don't need it. And I'd rather gain stability right now. There we go. Guzrak can have my access. I'll also continue to core. And now most of it's cored back, which is nice. But I do nearly have Tibetan separatists. I'd rather just do this. I've got admin ideas. The autonomy will come back quick enough. I don't want to have to traipse over for 8k troops. Get it out of the way. Now it is 86 ducats and climbing. Sanghi separatists. In like this province here? Yeah, no. We don't need to deal with that. I may start reducing some of these privileges now, actually. While I said I'm not bothered about absolutism, I don't need to be gaining generals from this anymore. I think I'm content. Let me just start buying them from now. Or do we grab one more here and call it last one? Yeah, let's get one more. That's the last one. 1, 2, 4, 3. Yeah, that's definitely the last one. Look at that, that's terrible. Meanwhile, the Ottomans. Yeah, there's still truces, etc. Otherwise we'll just hammer ourselves into the Ottomans again. I've also said that vis-a-vis the Knights, I want them to be connected to my land, and then I will be annexing them. I don't think I care about either of those. And hey, Burgundy joined the party. Nice. We're looking good. And yes, I've literally just noticed that they're trying to besiege their capital. Let's go deal with that while Burgundy assists me on Mecca. So while I say the primary goal is to have all of Italy as Nepalese, that doesn't mean I can't expand my holdings over here. It's still worth it. Oh god, I'm just ripping through now. And what's going to happen when I get quality ideas finished and I get another 5% discipline? Well, the answer to that, of course, is I'll be at 115% discipline when you also count for an advisor. I suppose. Get out of here, Mamluks. This is no longer your land. It's just Palermo to go. Which is funny because before I said that's the first one I want to try to call. But I didn't wait long enough, and now it's the last one I need to call. Either way. And yeah, they're just getting absolutely destroyed. Look at that. 30 war score in 10 battles. Accounting for whatever the hell the Knights were trying to do here in Cyprus. That's not bad. I also think I may annex Montenegro soon. Their services of a vassal have come full circle. So I want the focus here to be the Alexandria and Basra nodes for provinces I take. Although of course the more I take the better. I'm not going to complain about extra provinces. More marketplaces. And my person's a zealot. Not necessary right now, actually. None of this is really going to be converted. This is all converted just because it was available to be, but no. So I can get out my Tech 15s soon enough. I'll be waiting on quality ideas until I get Mil 15, I think. That's my plan. I don't want to scrimp out on battles. And now most of quality will be useless for me until... Not useless, but just disadvantageous to take over techs. Until massed battery. Which also gives me discipline because it's the end. Mail power, we'll take that. That'll be a quicker tech. I've taken a loan. Oh, I thought I spent 30 ducats. I must have spent like 300 ducats. You know what, game? You got me. You got me good. If only I had a way to nullify it. So, more goods produced in just everywhere, including Constantinople. Lovely. Crete's back in the hands of Venice, though. They're still also allied to Florence. And most of Castilian's armies are in their colonial regions, really. Brazil tend to field quite a lot. Still have 92k themselves, though, so they can't be discredited. More than me. I mean, I'm not actually accounting for Burgundy in that statement, so I suppose when you combine Burgundy and I together, we have more, but that's neither hither nor thither. Let's grab some barracks. They may look like 4 barracks right now, but it's better than nothing. Yemen are out. I want war reps, not enforced fleet. And Hadramut and Yao could not care less. But let's take out Hadramut anyway while we're in the area. I am losing manpower for this though. It's actually my concern. So maybe this stack takes on Hadramut. The other one sits and drills. My subjects can deal with the remaining Mamlukian provinces. And look at that, supply limit 47 in Damyat. That's nice. Burgundy, why are you on Cyprus? Huh, and the knights landed here thinking they could do something. Wow. Turns out I can't do anything here. So maybe I just ignore Hadramut entirely. Wow, you know what? Respect, Hadramut. Do you have defensive ideas then? You do. Infrastructure defense as well. I'm fairly certain the infrastructure defense policy is really nice as well. Either gives maintenance, defensiveness, or both, or like garrison. It's along those lines. Infrastructure and defense. Attrition for enemies and garrison size. Yeah, I'm not going to break that anytime soon. That's just more attrition for me. Answer to that, of course, is no thank you. I do not want to fight the Mamluks in mountains. I'd rather fight them in coastal desert if possible. Well, the answer, of course, is I don't want to fight them at all. So maybe I don't. Maybe I focus on Alexandria node. Yeah, that's the end of the statement, by the way. I was going to say, and then the Basra node, but we don't have the war score for that. So that can all go into a trade company. That I may have been able to have converted. Oh well. For now, let's hit the call button and deal with that later. And let's drill, I think, while I'm waiting for manpower to regain. And also, centers of trade can be upgraded. Wonderful stuff. Hadramut can have my access, you're welcome. I could do with more ships. So let's see here. I also want to integrate Montenegro. They're not going to expand anytime soon, or at all, so they can go. I'd quite like to take something from Hungary though. Or hell, even Venice. I could maybe fight Venice and beat France that way. Everybody wants to fight Venice. Don't need the prestige, but do I want the theologian? Nah, let's take the money. And put the money into my trade company investments. Again, let's just further deal with this. As mentioned, I will be making more ships for the different nodes. So Tunisia, Alexandria and Genoa are all on go to port during war. I'm just going to sit and drill for a little while here. And then wait for our Ottoman beatdown time. I'm just going to wait for truces, I think. I can deal with Transoxiana. Maybe make them no alliances so I can just attack them by themselves. Let's take production efficiency here. Then give Milan ducats. Of course, that was the plan. So Ottoman truce. April 83. We've got 3 more years to wait for the truce of the Religious League, huh? Hormuz is no longer supported by Delhi. And it looks like there's a lot of people, but most of them are weak. Who's weaker though? It's me right now. Need to deal with that. Giovanni reconquested Menicates. They're looking kind of screwed. This area is going to become a little less colourful, I think. So my force limit is now 66. So not a whole lot, is it? Let's grab a fleet for Aleppo. And yes, I will build a fort on Malise, inevitably. In fact, maybe next time I have the gold for it. Speaking of gold, let's help out Burgundy. I'd prefer they not become free. Speaking of people not becoming free, goodbye Montenegro. Your 2,000 troops will go to Dumyat. And then your land will go into my thingamajiggy. Very nice. Gonna cancel those. I probably don't need to be on autonomous missionaries, but I'll leave it regardless. Might come in handy later. And yeah, Burgundy's going to go deal with their pretender rebels. thanks to my Neapolitan work, I do have a perma-claim on Corsica. I can call everybody in against Genoa with the exception of the Commonwealth. Do I maybe take this opportunity? Like Portugal, get Papal States to annul alliances, then fight them myself? Yeah, I think I do. So let's take my... This is going to take a while to ferry them over. But let's get to it. I'll attack from Naples into the Papal State. Soon there'll be the Nepal State. Nepal State rather than the Papal State? I don't know. There's something in there, isn't there? As usual, someone much smarter than I can figure that one out. The Tunis node really doesn't have a lot in it. Like, at all. So also, taking Lucca's going to be lovely for me. Lucca's going to be the war goal. I want more of this juicy trade node. Corsica doesn't have a fort, so Lucca being the war goal will work. I'll then take as much as I can from Genoa without pissing off everyone, I suppose. And yeah, I could really do with more cogs. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the fort in the capital. I have a plan for that. You'll never believe it. In a move absolutely nobody saw coming. And of course that gives me enough left over to do other things with the money. And now I'll go Mauritian infantry. And then with my trade company investments, let's continue to build as per. Which apparently was enough to give me an additional merchant. You take those. Late game, I might consider taking economic. Then I can promote the trade investments and not suffer the inflation problems. Let's see here, Mamlukian separatists. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, that's quick progress, not that it's a lot of separatists actually. That's not a lot of separatists. So, with the upcoming plan, let's cut this episode here, and I'll catch you in the next one.